Good morning. Well, we've got another beautiful day. I guess there's a chance of rain or it's going to cloud up this afternoon. I don't know. We'll see, but I think we're going to be okay for a while here. We got to figure out our fertilizer pump for our planter. So I've already made a phone call this morning to my John Deere dealer to see if they stock anything. He was going to do some digging and get back to me, and hopefully they have something. If not, we got to make a bunch of phone calls to figure out what in the heck are we going to do. While I'm waiting to hear back from the dealer, we're going to take this old pump off. Ooh, looks like it's just 4 bolts and a couple of hoses, so shouldn't be too hard. Well, there's our pump. I'll figure out why it's not working. I think we'll just start tearing stuff apart. It's already broke. I can't break it worse, right? That's my theory. Cut the outsides off. Well, it had RV antifreeze in it. It's everywhere now. It's not a great sign. Okay. This comes apart here. Yep. We'll keep taking it apart. Well, here's where we're at. We've got this thing pretty well tore apart. We got the drive shaft out. Where is it? I set it over here. It's right here. So essentially this is it's a diaphragm pump, and it's almost like a rotary engine where it's got pistons all the way around, and then that shaft spins and it's got an offset to it, and it just pushes one to the other and just keeps going, right? So we got that out. You can see the offset in this shaft there. It spins around, but all those pistons are seized up, or it seems to be that way. The bearings are bad for sure. The oil that came out of it was not good. It should have been changed probably a long time ago, but I didn't know. This pump, which was on the planter when we bought it, remember our planter had 1 year's use on it when we got this thing, but it was only a couple-year-old planter. However, I found a manufacturing date tag on this pump from 2014. Lovely. Which means that somebody put an old pump on a new planter and then got rid of the planter. Is what it is. We'll find a new pump. I'm waiting on a call back from my John Deere dealer, and then we're going to start making some other phone calls because we got to find something. We got to do it now. I'm getting depressed. Should be planting corn right now, but can't plant corn because my fertilizer system isn't working. This is getting to be a theme. We had fertilizer problems last year on the first day of planting, I think. It's a good thing I can go fast once I can go, and that it's early. It's April 23rd. It's okay. We'll be okay. Anyway, I've been looking for direct replacements for this pump, either the same exact model or one that's similar and newer and would work. Nobody, because it's SurePoint, which is owned by John Deere, but they're separate from John Deere, and so the dealers have to call the SurePoint people, and nobody can really track stuff, and I don't know. Doesn't sound like my John Deere dealer has anything on the shelf, but they were trying to look at all their locations or see, and they were trying to check and see if there's a used planter somewhere that we can steal one off of for a couple of days until we can get something. I called another John Deere dealer, and they were going to look at it. They have not called me back yet. I'm about to call 2 more John Deere dealers and see if they have anything. I called Surefire directly, and they have replacement pumps, direct replacements, but they are in Atwood, Kansas. Now, they could overnight it to me and get it here tomorrow. That'd be fine, but that's going to cost me another day and a half of planning because it won't get here until 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Then we got to get it installed, and it's just going to be a thing. So that's not ideal, but we'll do that if we have to. And then the other option, I called another place that had these pumps listed online on their website. They have one as well. It's in Orlando. Not any better. So I'm kind of stuck at the moment. At least we're getting some beans in the ground. That is the other thing I could do, is switch the planter back over and just keep planting beans, because I don't need the fertilizer pump for beans, but sure would be nice if it worked, wouldn't it? We got to get this fixed. Crap. On another note, sounds like they're going to pour some concrete here today. They're finishing up leveling the inside up and got to lay some bar down, but should get the inside stuff poured today, not the outside approach. Well, they got all the bar gridded up, just got to pull it in there apparently.
It's ridiculous.
Whose job was it to service the planter, Brock?
Not the fertilizer part.
Oh, listen to him.
Nope.
Wasn't me.
Planter was in the shop. Brock was the one going through it. I was busy treating and delivering seed. Brock was doing it, and it wasn't my job.
You drinking beer already?
Yeah, he's having a beer. He works third shift now, so he's like Jack. He gets off and goes and buys a case of beer at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Comes to work then. I see how it is.
It's beer 30 somewhere all the time.
That's right.
Oh, Brock. I don't think anybody ever changed the oil in this pump, Brock. Ever.
Probably.
She's pretty sludgy, so we're getting it cleaned up. Okay, I don't know where I updated you or what the last thing I told you guys was, but anyway, here's where we're at. I got it broke free. It moves. It's in bad shape. The bearings are rusted. They're rough. We're trying to clean it up the best I can, because if I can put this back together, I can at least make it run for a day, maybe, 2, maybe. I don't know. But I am not getting a replacement for a couple of days. Well, I got the drive shaft back in there. We've got the bearings on. I'm pumping as much grease into them as I can. Hey, we're in the shade again, Drac. Shade tree mechanic. Listen to him. We're going to pound this thing back together and see what we can get. But it spins. That's not keyed, is it? It just fits in and then we're not even close. Okay, it'll be fine. Tap it on there. It's only got to run for a day or 2. You watch. We make this run, we aren't taking it off to the end of the season, are we, Brock?
Not until it goes bad.
Not until it breaks. I know how it goes. All right, the shaft and bearings are back together. We're going to attempt to spin this again, just to make sure, but we got to put all these caps back on and then spin it. And if it works, then I think we're good. They must be ready. Here comes the first truck. I wonder how many yards they're pouring today. It is back together here. We're about ready to go put it back on the planter and see if it'll turn. I mean, I know it'll turn. See if it'll pump anything. Putting some oil back in it. I have no idea how much it takes. I bought 3 quart. We're gonna try that. Maybe. I'm still getting a new one, but maybe. I have a pump. I don't know if it's a working pump, but it's a pump. We're gonna go put it on and see what happens. The pump is back on. Everything is connected. I might have to open a valve, but we're gonna see if it'll fire up here. Look. We've got fertilizer. Oh, we've got water. It's water right now. It's about to be fertilizer. It's running. I don't know if it's going to last very long, but it is running. Jack, we got water coming out of everyone, 2 in each row. This side's all good. All good? Awesome. Getting some air bubbles out. We can go plant. Hallelujah. Okay, we're still gonna get a new pump, but at least we got something that will work in the meantime. While we've got product flow, let's see if we can make this this thing work. Enable self-test speed. 8. Run. Average 14. Oh, we gotta change our settings here. Tools, product setup, gallons per acre, target rate is 14. Product 1 setup. This is not season pass. This is 2. Oh, come on. By 2 by 2. Done. Run. Look at that. That's beautiful. So we got a couple rows that are high for some reason. We'll worry about that in a little bit, but that's what we want to see. It's a good start. Now as I come down here, I can change this. Cancel. Let's say we want to go down to 10 gallons per acre. Now we should see all those bars move down. Yep, I'm going to throw an alarm on some because they're below the target. Okay, run this up to 20. Okay, and then they go all high. Rows 5 and 6. We need to look at rows 5 and 6. Wonder if we got an orifice or something that's different in there. It's my guess. In fact, I'm fairly confident that's the problem. Shall we go plant? We're gonna try it. I got everything through primed, and then I switched to the fertilizer tank and got the fertilizer through the lines, so we're good to go. We're gonna pull in the field, get our monitor and everything set up, and see what happens here. Let's try it. I got all of the seed into the rows and filled the meters, so they are good. We know our 2x2 system is good because we checked all of that. I want to run a nozzle flow check on our in-furrow again real quick here. So we're gonna hit this button and we should see it shooting out 2 rows at a time from down there. Maybe. No? Why not? Oh, there it comes. Okay, now the next 2. Yep. Now 5 and 6. Right there. Okay, I'm just gonna watch them all the way across here. Finally we're planting some corn. All kinds of dust. We're gonna have great ground conditions, so that's good. All right, we're gonna have to stop and get out and dig here. I know we're at least close because we've already been running the planter some, so I'm trying to make sure everything else is dialed in. Our population is working, which we're in. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust some stuff there. Oh, we gotta turn our 2x2 on. We don't want it on manual. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go fix some stuff. It's all working. Everything is working. It's working. We're doing it. Uh-oh, what's beeping? Flow detection on the 2x2 because I'm not going fast enough. Pops are a little high. We'll adjust that. I think I got my vacuums too high. Our rate's right there. Oh, it's this. It's because we're in a low rate zone, and so it is giving me an alarm. Okay, we're gonna have to give it a range there, a little better. Corn seed in the ground. Where's the next one? Right there. Depth looks reasonably good. Pretty happy with that. Okay, I'll do a little more digging and stuff, but time to go. Okay, we've got to get our singulation dialed in a little bit. This is not great. It was better than that, but we were running in the low 98s for most of it, what I've seen so far. I would like that to be better, but I'm running small flats seed, which are hard for me to plant with this planter. Now, John Deere's come out with new plates that are supposed to be better. I don't have them. I don't know if I need to get them or not, but we're looking at some other stuff. So here's our fertilizer, this new on-site fertilizer system. That's those little electric flow meters that we put on every row, and that's really cool to see. And you'll notice 5 and 6, instead of being high now, they're low. That is, in fact, an orifice issue. There is a little orifice that looks like this on every 2 rows, and then it Y's after that. This one is the one that I took out of there. It was too big because it got drilled out at some point. I had one that was smaller that I put in, and it's closer, but it's not quite right. and so I need to get one that's right. And but yeah, that picks it up. That's impressive. Just like that, we've got 22 acres in the ground, something like that. What does it say? 21.72. Okay, mostly going well here. I think everything's working pretty good. I have one turret on my exact rate system that keeps throwing a flow detection error, but every time I go out and look, it's dripping, it's putting fertilizer on. I test it with the buttons out there, the control panel on the planter, and it spits fertilizer out. So something's wrong there, but I don't know what, and I don't know how to fix it. We'll figure that out. Right now we're planting. So there's the first field done. We're gonna jump back here across this little lake. We got 75 acres there. Should have all the seed and fertilizer we need to do it. Let's go get it done. All right, we keep getting an alarm on our on-site up here. Rows 13 and 14. 13 is high, 14 is low. If I had to guess, I would bet we've got a plugged nozzle on row 14. Want to bet? So we're gonna stop on the end here and go check that out and see what it looks like. That's cool. I would have never, ever, ever caught that without this system. Well, this is 13. Wet. Wet. Here's 14. Wet. Dry. That one's plugged. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's cool that I caught it. It's also why we kept that wire in our toolbox. Okay, good to go. Oh, that's a problem. Crap. Well, I don't think our pump is any good. It blew the cap off of that oil reservoir and it's blowing oil out of it. I think the internal seals are bad, which is why it was seized up, because it was leaking internally. And now it's building pressure and it's pushing it out through that oil reservoir. That's going to be a problem. Can't plant like that, can we? Crap. Okay. Well, we gotta go clean this off. Now. Well, I was just folding up and my mom came to bring me lunch. Thanks, Mom. It was nice, but I got plenty of time now. Alright, we're gonna go up and wash this thing off good. Get those 2 row units all cleaned up really good. I called the dealer back and they are going to get, we know what we need for a pump. The better pump. I had talked to them about the parameters and specs and what we're trying to do, and they are going to overnight one. We will get it tomorrow. I mean, I feel better having something done. There is the possibility that I could drive to 3 Rivers, which is about an 1.5 to 2 hour drive from here. So 3-4 hour round trip, steal a planter or pump off of one of those planters that they have there, and get it on and keep planting tonight. I don't know if that would be worth it or not. What time is it? 2 o'clock. Before it'd be 6. So I'd gain a couple hours tonight and maybe a couple hours in the morning by doing that, because it's probably going to be noon before we get this pumping ready to go tomorrow. It's not ideal. I think we're just going to tear this one apart and call it. It is what it is. Well, we can't leave oily fertilizer all over our planter, so we foamed it. It's going to eat through some of that, and we'll rinse it down here and try and clean it up the best we can. Might have to take these row units apart, these 2. It's cleaner by a lot. Okay, what's next? Well, that pump's got to come off, so we can start working on that. I noticed another problem while I was doing this. Look at my brand new seed firmers that we just put on. Look at that one. It's supposed to look like that, not that. The bracket bent. It bent bad already. Great, fantastic, super. So I noticed in the field that these were setting up sort of high. Those tails are really tall. Like, they sit up so thick, and it makes the fertilizer come way up above the seed trench, which I don't like at all. But I wonder if they were sitting up like this a little bit, and if we raise the front, it'll keep them a little bit more pitched down in the back. So we're gonna raise them all up, which, yeah, super fun. Oh gosh, didn't know we put them like the book said to do, or the instructions when we bought them. Until you get it in the field, you just don't know. So probably good that we won't have a pump till noon tomorrow. We'll have time to fix all the other problems on our planter from the first 40 acres. This is ridiculous. Yeah, when the fertilizer comes pouring out from the pump connection past the bearing and seals in there, it's a bad thing. That is not what's supposed to happen. Oh, yeah. After you just accept the fact that you're not going to get anything done for a while, the pace slows and you just leisurely take your time to fix everything that's wrong and get it right. So anyway, I'm going through and fixing these seed firmers, or adjusting. We're raising them up a hole, and I've made it to the first one that's bent. So let's take a look at it. Here's what we got. So this is supposed to be vertical, up and down, not bent backwards. You can't even see that one over there. That one's bent a little bit too, actually. Great. Okay, so we got to try and figure out how to fix that. It's bent clear up here where it attaches. I don't know if it's just a matter of put a big wrench on there and bend it back, or take the whole thing off. I don't know. We're going to figure that out, but we're taking this off to start with. I got half of them done, moved up here. There was only one that was bent on this half of the planter. So my idea here is, one, we'll catch less rocks or less severe hits on rocks, because it's got to be hitting the bracket in order to bend it. It's got to be what's happening. We're getting a rock and it's hitting it. Yeah, I don't know if it'll stop it from hitting the bracket. I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't make sense. But what I also noticed when we were in the field there was that these tails, because they're so thick, they were running up high, and it was kind of pushing the back up on an upwards trajectory, which was making the fertilizer not point down. It was making it point up and getting all over these closing wheels. So I cleaned them up. We're going to raise that, which hopefully drops the tail and makes them not spray everywhere. That's the idea. I don't know why that has to be so tall. We need some low profiles here. Maybe that's a thing and I just missed it. I don't know. Anyway, since we're not in a hurry today, should be in a hurry, we're not. Let's walk out here and see how our concrete looks. They were pouring today. I didn't get to film any of it because we were messing with the planter at the time. But they did get the floor poured in for our new barn out here. Nice big concrete floor here. It's got 2 inches of fall from the back to the front, so the water runs out of it. And they're going to pour the pad outside here Friday, it sounds like. So got the backfilling done around the outside. This is great. I don't know when the building's coming, but I doubt it'll be too long. Cool. Get some grass seed. I washed out those 2 meters. I don't know, did I show you that yet? I cleaned them up pretty good. Anyway, I got done moving all of our seed firmers up a little bit. I think what was happening, just looking at them, I think that this plastic piece was maybe hit a rock or something, and that's what bent a couple of those up. I'm not sure. That's my best guess. Hopefully moving them up will help. Hopefully that will direct the spray down a little bit better, and I don't have to do that again, because that wasn't real fun. But we'll put these meters back together. They've been drying out here for a little while, and we're waiting on our pump. Now, one thing that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us. So this pump here had this like 540 RPM PTO shaft. That's what it drives by, and that sits inside this housing that bolts up there, right? The hydraulic motor on the planter has a 1-inch drive round shaft with a key. So this is the coupler, PTO, motor shaft. The new pump has this on both ends. It's a 1-inch keyed shaft on both ends. I don't have a coupler for that. It doesn't come with one. So I was told find one, and I'm trying to find one, but I don't know. I found one online. I ordered it. It says it's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. It doesn't say what time. Hopefully reasonably. But if anybody knows where I could find one within an hour drive of here, Toledo, Jackson, Battle Creek, Fort Wayne, I would go and pick one up. in the morning tomorrow just to make sure that I've got it. So anyway, that's where we're at. I might go jump in the tillage tractor or something for a while here. Might as well do something today. As I'm putting these back together, since I got these couple meters apart, one thing that I wanted to try, so we've got small flats, right? We've got a lot of flats, a lot of small seed this year. We were getting a lot of doubles. This double eliminator, that's what these tines are here, is a double eliminator, and there's 3 different settings for it. And I usually always run it in the middle. I'm gonna move it out to the more aggressive setting to see if that helps eliminate some of the doubles that we've been having. Problem is you got to pull all the plates to do that, which I do not like about this. The old planter, or the standard style meters, you can adjust the double eliminator from outside of the meter housing. The Exact-Emerge, you cannot. So you got to pull all the plates, and I might run just these 2 rows with it like that for now to see if it actually helps anything. And if it does, then we can pull all the plates and change it. If it doesn't, well, then we can put these 2 back, I guess. I don't know. Like I said earlier, there is another set of plates that you can buy. I didn't intend to do that, but we might have to do that with given all the flats and stuff that we've got. Plus, I have these 6 over here that are 48-hole plates from the bean side of stuff that were wrong, and my John Deere dealer needs to make that right with me. So maybe they would give me 6 of the new plates for corn in exchange for those. Maybe. I don't know. Dad's been running the disc all day, trying to stay ahead of the bean planter, because we are still getting stuff done. There are beans going in the ground. Phil's having a good day, so that helps. But yeah, Dad's been discing all day. Figured I'd come over and see how he's doing. Ride with him for a minute. Does this look okay? I don't know. It's a little cloudy if you ask me. It's dry. It's just, I don't know. Maybe we need to set it down a little deeper. It's going deep enough. That's nice loose dirt down there. Maybe he's going too deep. I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll plant fine. Better than this. Play chicken with a tractor. I'm going to lose. Going as fast as I was. Not throwing the dirt as much. That's why it's a little cloudy. Yeah, it's okay. Packer helps though. Alright. Well, last night I talked to Dad, I was planting corn, so I figured I better update him on the situation. He's gonna finish this field and then quit for the night. He's put in a lot of hours. He's tired. He's only got 2 or 3 acres here to go anyway. So Phil just pulled back into the farm. I think he's heading over here now. So I'm gonna go see if he needs help with anything, and then maybe we'll jump in the disc tonight. The disc is more the priority right now because we aren't planting any corn. We got ground worked up ahead of me, and we got to keep it ahead of the beans now. So, my planter has been replaced by a different planter in front of the shop. A couple closing wheel bearings that were bad. No big deal. Changing a couple rough ones while we're here. At least somebody's getting something done. Phil's killing it here. He's gotten a bunch done today. Got a little 8-9 acre piece to finish up the field that he's at, or farm that he's at. Yeah. So Brock worked for like an hour earlier, and then he left to go hang out with some buddies or something, and now he's coming back. I bet this time he really needs a breathalyzer. Let's find out. Brock, do I need to get the breathalyzer out for you now? You were drinking beer when you showed up this morning.
You gotta walk the line.
Yeah, the curved one, no less.
Straight line. You gotta walk it. First, put your head up, hands out, touch your nose like this. Touch
Yeah.
your nose. And walk a little straight line.
We doing okay?
We're fine.
Okay. How long are you gonna run tonight?
It's 7 now. Probably.
I know. I didn't think you were coming back. Okay. Take the disc and go up to Beaverson's.
Wayne.
We need to keep, Wayne Beaverson's. We need to keep the disc moving more than the field colorator right now, so go get ahead of us there a little bit. If you get the long rows done up to the trees, that'd be great. I don't know if you get that far or not, but have fun.
Break something else?
A couple closing wheels that had bearings go out, no big deal.
What's that one that I... how's that
It's on there. I don't know how it's working. I haven't been around it at all. I guess I'm gonna go home. It is 7:30 almost, so it's fine. Let's walk out and check my beans that I planted yesterday. You think they're sprouted yet? Might be swelling up. There was plenty of moisture when we planted them, so let's take a look. Get out of the end rows here a little bit at least. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that. That's one day. Swelled up, they're getting bigger. Cool. These are gonna grow fast. Our soil's warm. I don't know what the soil temperature is. I'm sure somebody wants to know that. I have no idea. I don't care. It's April. It's end of April. Plant them. The grass that I planted in November last year, it's just filling in. It's coming. I think we're gonna need to get some more seed though, but better than nothing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching today. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Your face is dirty.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
I was eating my Pago though.
You were eating a popsicle?
No,
No, she was eating those those s'more things with the
Oreo
Oreos.
s'mores?
Yeah, Oreo
Yeah.
s'mores.
Yeah, I was eating Mario.
Back up. They can hear you.
I was eating
S'moreos?
Oreos. Yeah.
There are worse things than coming home early when we should be
They're
late.
the best.
Daddy got dirty and Daddy got worse and he got dirty. He
I'm
got dirty.
Yeah, Daddy's dirty.
Yeah, I know.
You
Yes,
know.
poop.
Hey!
And
just think you're
then
funny.
the poop.
Stop. That's enough.
We
Okay.
gotta let go.
Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching this one. If you would, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up, and we will see you.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. We'll see you.
And
Oh,
never
there's the other
know.
one.
And never know.
We'll see you in the morning. We should get our pump.
And never know.
Okay,
And never
okay.
know. We baking pumpkins.
You're planting pumpkins?
Yeah, and it's Halloween.
For Halloween, that's
Yeah.
right. Mama's planting pumpkins for Halloween again. Getting
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween.
We should get our pump late morning tomorrow. I hope we can find a motor shaft coupler. I think I've got one coming.
know.
Sis,
I
you're
know,
too close.
poop.
Hey,
I will go outside.
and we should have a decent day planting corn tomorrow. My plan is to finish the field that we're in and then go up to our irrigated field because that's getting 114-day corn and it needs to get planted before it rains. It sounds like the rain's not coming till late Friday evening, so we should have 2 days yet. We can still have 500 acres of corn planted before it rains. And if Phil keeps going the way he's going, we'll have 600-700 acres of beans planted. So we're doing good. I'm happy. We gotta get moving. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you in the morning.
Bye.
Sissy, say bye.